Welcome and thank you for joining me for another Coffee with Bridget. Today's is Revival Roasters Butter Toffee, and it's pretty good. I really enjoy it. So I got in my Team No Feelings mug. So I just really wanted to talk about like odds and ends today. So to start off with, those bath bombs I got, the unicorn bath bombs. Not only did they go really quick with the kids, which was good because that got them to go into the bath, but most of those bath bombs were the color yellow. Well, yellow water and baths are just like, what? So I really kind of wonder about the people who made those bath bombs. Why did they make the color yellow? I have no idea. There is a YouTube channel called California Soap Company, I think, that does bath bombs, and she hates yellow bath water, and I kind of agree with her. Like, yellow bath water, it shouldn't be yellow. But the kids liked it, and boy, were the scents really strong. They were really strong. But the kids liked it, and they enjoyed getting the little unicorns out of them. So that was really fun. So that worked out really well. I don't think I could afford to get that many of those type, though, because they were like $20 for a small package of like 9. But definitely thought it was an experience that was good for the kids. I prefer to get the Crayola bath bombs at Target. They are about $5.95. They come in this little paint box, or yeah, a little paint can, and the kids really like them. They actually, have to have a certain color, and they really enjoy them. So that is the bath bombs that I'm going to stick with, is the ones that I can get from Target. Although I think my favorite bath bombs were the frozen ones that came out. I think the company is called Da Bomb. But those were really amazing. Even though the prizes inside were just necklaces, in which the kids were kind of like, whatever. And I still think that it was pretty fun to do those bath bombs for Christmas. And I think something special like that should be for like Christmas or something like that. But boy, were my girls a handful for Valentine's Day. So I do not recommend the Valentines that I got both the girls, because the ones with the stickers, they didn't come with envelopes. If they'd come with envelopes, that would have been a different story. But they came with just little stickers to kind of combine them. So you had to like do things in a very specific way or the stickers would fall out. I ended up using tape on my youngest daughter's bluey ones because the sticker was just so small it couldn't stick to the inside sticker. It just wasn't a good experience. And I kind of felt bad for my youngest daughter because here she is with these very simple Valentines, and many of her co-students actually brought goodie bags. So, she's got this very humble set of Valentines, and then her friends are bringing goodie bags. And boy, did they bring things for the teacher. One person brought a whole gift box or a gift bag with stuff in it for the teacher. Another one brought a teddy bear. Like, I felt a little bit out of place, a little humble because I didn't bring that much. Again, I think stickers are better than candy for Valentine's Day because the kids get so hopped up on sugars. And sure enough, my youngest did get hopped up on all the candy, and she had to eat it right away. And you know how kids are when they get a hold of something that they don't get very often. So she had to try everything. Some of it she didn't like. My youngest is very choosy and picky about what candy she eats. She does not like chocolates for the most part. She likes Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, though. And she likes fruity things. So she is a little bit of a challenge, but she wants to try everything. And I'm like, you're not going to like it. She's like, I want to try it. So, okay, here you go. And, give it to her. So Valentine's was interesting. And the other thing that's been going on is that my oldest doesn't want to go to school. Now, I wrote to her teacher and I asked her, is there something that changed at school? Is there something that happened that caused her to not want to go to school anymore? And her teacher has no idea. And I did tell our teacher that, I am going through a divorce, so that could be impacting things. But every morning she says, my tummy hurts. I don't want to go to school. And she did throw up at school once. So I don't know if she's having some sort of tummy issue that I should just take her into the doctor to see about. But usually it goes away by the midday. So I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know if it's psychological. I have no idea. But I know she can't keep missing days. And she's gone to school. She's gone in a few times when she didn't want to go. But it's difficult. It's hard to make someone go into school when they don't want to. And I'd explain to her, you need to go to school. It's the law. And she's like, but why? Why is it the law? And I'm like, because everybody needs to be educated. It's hard to explain at that age. She would rather stay home and play with her Barbies and dress them up. And that's the other thing that happened. My mom gave me her 1970s Barbies that she played with. There's about 5 of them. One Ken and I think 3 or 4 Barbies. And I showed them to my daughter and she got all excited. She's like, I want them. I want them. And I was like, no, you can't have them. But she really, really, really fell in love with the case that they're in because it's like a closet. It has all the clothes hanging up. And she goes, I need a closet for my Barbies. And I had to explain to her that it was a custom cabinet that my grandpa made for my mom. You know, I said, great grandpa made that for Grandma Candy. You know, you can't replace it. It's not something that mommy can buy. And she was devastated. So she decided to make her own closet. So she got a box and she was playing with a box and set it up. And she's like, this is my Barbie's closet. It was really cute. But that was a challenge, you know. She definitely wants those Barbies now. And I just told her they're too old. They're not something to be played with. Especially since I discovered that she decided to cut off the hair of some of my Barbies. So she told me, Mom, I only did it to the older Barbies. I didn't do it to any of the new Barbies. And I'm like, that's okay. You did it to my Barbies. That's not okay. Cutting their hair is not okay. We keep things in good condition here. We don't do things like that. But she's been giving her Barbies a bath and all kinds of stuff. She's just been really obsessed with Barbies recently. Which is good on one hand, but bad on the other. Because boy, does she make a mess. And then she doesn't want to clean it up because she's in the middle of playing and she wants to continue playing the next day. Which I understood. I was the same way when I was a kid. But it's been an adventure. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was the bath bombs that I got. The unicorn bath bombs. Now they were nice. They smelled really good. But unfortunately, they were colored yellow. And I am not a fan of yellow bath bombs. So I would not recommend those bath bombs because most of them were yellow in color. And I just think that shouldn't be the color that a bath bomb is in a bathtub. Yellow is not exciting in a bathtub. So even though it was really fun for the girls to get the unicorns and they had a lot of fun with that, I do not recommend those bath bombs. I think my favorite bath bombs are probably the frozen ones that I got over Christmas by a company called Da Bomb, I think. And those were really cool. They had necklaces, like little necklace surprises inside of them, pendants. And basically the kids weren't excited by them, but it was really cute. But the bath bombs themselves were really nice and really good. And they were like blue sparkly glitter. It was so pretty. And so I do recommend those. But not those unicorn ones. And I prefer to get the Crayola ones at Target. They're about $6. And they come in these little paint bucket things. Little plastic paint buckets. And the kids enjoy those without surprises in them. So that is more cost effective and just works better than the surprise ones. But the surprise ones were a nice change for a little while. And it really got the kids excited about going and taking baths. So that is pretty much the update I wanted to share with you guys. A few things, some odds and ends for my life. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Things are going well for me. I really can't complain. As this month winds down, you know, things are coming up in March that are a big deal for me. So it's going to be interesting. I hope you have a wonderful day and take care.